The whole world is talking about moving to Dubai, but not everybody gets it right. I'm Cameron with the K, and I'm here to give you my top tips to set you up for career success here in Dubai as somebody that's lived and worked here for almost a decade. First things first, marry the job. Now, it's quite controversial for you 9-to-5ers out there, but the most successful people in the world, in my experience, don't work 9 to 5. In fact, they're prepared to work whenever and whatever it takes to get the job done. Now, real estate is an example of an industry where people are always on the go, and it's never been more true here in Dubai. But if you can focus on your craft, be knowledgeable, be approachable, be professional, and become a voice of authority in your marketplace, the likelihood is more people are going to inquire with you, more people are going to want to buy properties from you, and therefore you're going to earn more money. A very important point, networking. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The more hands you shake, the more money you make. Simply, the more people you meet, the more people you interact with, the likelihood is you're going to earn more money. And honestly, Dubai is like no city I have ever operated in before. People from all around the world are flocking to Dubai. And if you can be part of a network that allows you to do good business and create great friendship groups, you're on top of it. Finding your tribe, it's really, really important. When you're making the move to Dubai, you've got to put yourself out of your comfort zone. You may be coming here alone, you may be coming here with a wife, a husband, a partner, or you may be coming here on your own. However, and whoever you're coming here with, you need to make sure that you're getting out, finding more people who vibe with you. And let me tell you, there's a lot out there. But one of my biggest success stories is when people move out to Dubai and they find themselves their tribe. Things that they have in common with each other. People to pick you up after you've had a terrible day. And believe you me, there will be some terrible days. Dubai is not all sunshine and tax-free living. There's going to be hard days, and you need to make sure that you've got a great network surrounding you to dust you off, get you back on the horse, and get you going again for another great day. You also need people to maybe talk you down when you're thinking about going out 3, 4, 5, 7 times in a week. You need those people to put you back on track and say, no, remember, career first. Dubai's hidden tax. The likelihood, if you're watching this video, you're paying income tax somewhere in the world and you're sick of it. Now, I'm not denying Dubai can be a very expensive place to live, but it really depends on your lifestyle and the reason and motivation behind you moving here in the first place. Take myself as an example. When I lived in the UK, I paid 40% in income tax. 40%, almost half of my salary went on tax. Well, the harder I worked, the more tax I paid. Here, the money I earn is the money I get in my pocket, and how I choose to invest it, how I choose to live my life, how I choose to budget and make sure that I have, one, a good everyday lifestyle, but also a lifestyle into the future that I can afford beyond retirement is hugely, hugely important. And I've got great people around me to help me with that. But it's super important for you to remember that whilst there is a hidden tax in Dubai, because things can be a bit more expensive, alcohol, food, eating out, brunches, pool days, you name it. They're all things that you wouldn't necessarily do day to day in your home life if you were living outside of the UAE. But it's what we do here because every day feels like a holiday. But it's really important for you to remember that you're not paying 40% tax on income tax. The money that you get is the money that you are able to keep and invest for you to be able to enjoy your lifestyle. So I saw a video the other day, and it was of a person talking about how she felt more comfortable living in Australia than she did in her home country, which was the United Kingdom. And it got me thinking, she's in Australia, she feels like she's living her best life. People move all the time from one country to another in search of something better. And honestly, there's never really been a better time for you to consider upping sticks if you're unhappy with your current situation and thinking, what if? What if you made the move to another country? And let's use the UAE and specifically Dubai as an example. What if you moved to Dubai today? What could you be doing differently in your daily routine? How much more money could you be earning? What different cultures could you experience? What if you moved to Dubai and you changed your life? Have you considered what your life might look like if you considered what if? And to be honest with you, in this new digital age that we find ourselves in, communicating with our friends and our family, wherever they are in the world, has never been easier. If you're honestly sitting here watching this video and thinking, what if? Consider, have you got some money in the bank? Are you free of any potential constraints? Could you make a move somewhere else in the world? If the answer is yes, there is an alarming statistic which suggests that 75% of people that move to Dubai actually end up leaving and going home with less money than what they came with. Awkward, right? And it's easy to see why. There's lots of temptation here in Dubai, whether it's brunches, watches, tailored suits, keeping up with the Joneses, and generally having a lifestyle which goes beyond what you're earning. But there is another way. Delayed gratification at the end of the day. Enjoy life, pat yourself on the back with small milestones that you might achieve, but making sure that you enjoy for a longevity in Dubai, and hopefully not having to go home with less money in your account than when you came, and perhaps not leaving Dubai at all. So taking all of this into consideration, my biggest piece of advice for you is be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day, and although this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, if you do things properly, it can be a get-rich-quicker than your current job scheme. Now, if you have any burning questions about making the move to Dubai, drop them in the comment sections below or send me a DM.